All right. So, Bird, you won the RP chat inspiration for our little character exploration. So, will you grace us with a recap of what happened last session?
We ignored Aphelion's freak out from the end of 2 sessions ago, and we went to go talk to the bitch. But to get to go talk to the bitch, right, we have to go do an enormous amount of things, including but not limited to pray to a shadow god, walk up 1,000 steps, walk upon a cloud. I think we had to burn a candle as well when we were praying to the gods, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think those were the only 3 we really focused on. We also had to wear like our Sunday best. It was like the vibes. So we did all of that, and in doing so, Strand, of course, prayed to Charon. Like, who else is he gonna pray to? And Charon blessed him quite wonderfully.
We've missed a murder.
What murder? I don't know what you're talking about. A bony boy? The bony boy did nothing wrong. The prince did nothing wrong. It was the prince, okay? It was the prince. Sorry. But again, he also did nothing wrong.
He turned a man into meat cubes.
Okay, so yeah,
fed it
okay,
to our
whatever.
dog.
So before we went to go walk up the 1,000 steps, you know, we went back to make sure Sable was okay, and we see a bloodied corpse on the ground, and it was the servant who had overheard and seen Swank kiss Aphelion, and as such, Swank, trying to feed a dog, murdered him and then butchered him, and then, you know, the servant was, mincemeat, literally. Dog food. And then we turned around and we ignored it. And we kept going. So we get to the room, finally. Sarastra is there in the audience chamber.
We've missed.
I've missed something. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, fine, I'll go back to the prayers. Okay. Obviously.
Unreliable narrator looking ass.
Obviously, Strand prayed to Charon, was blessed. Aphelion prayed to a god called
Akma, something
Akma,
like that.
Amu Akma. It was Amu Akma, who is like a very Egyptian style, maybe Anubis inspired god of death and justice and judgment.
Yeah.
And Aphelion in his prayer was like, "Hey, yo, let the stars know that like those that have passed are still remembered." And the god was like, "Ha, bitch, you want to use me? You want me to pass your message along? Me, the god? You can talk to them yourselves." And sent Aphelion through a wonderful chorus of screaming dead stars. And Aphelion only almost didn't die. Yeah, so he was knocked unconscious for a second, but then he was fine. It was all good. That didn't traumatize him too badly. Lulen then prayed to Perrin, who is a very Thor-like god of thunder. And Perrin, after giving this amazing, beautiful prayer that obviously wasn't written in the silence between Livi and I leaving the chat to have a private discussion about whether or not Aphelion lived, nat 20, by the way, Lulen is told, "Hell yeah, you have my blessing on the battlefield. Hoorah."
Hoorah!
And that was it. That was it there. And so then we finally we did all the walking, okay? We're in the audience chamber.
Strand got dissed by a goblin.
He did get dissed. And that thing is with you? Yeah, just don't talk. Just don't talk, dude. Aphelion was given a slight nod. It's okay. He's not going on the murder list. You can't murder that goblin.
I don't know.
Anyways, of course, Lulen was the one who was announced. She is, first of all, the princess, and second of all, the one with the most status. You absolutely wild motherfucker.
Was that like 35 when we walked into that room? So
pretty high. It was pretty high. So we're speaking with Sarastra, trying to convince her, pleading, really. No, not pleading. We were trying not to look desperate and being like, "Well, I do believe it is now time for my ward to take her leave. You've, of course, watched her for the night and watched her while we were unavailable. Well, we're available now. And also her caretakers are available now, and that's their job. You don't have to do it." And we passed that initial check, which meant that when Mary came into the room, we were able to speak briefly with Mary and kind of convince Mary herself that we could take Mary. And Mary was dressed up in these princess robes. She was standing straight. She was acting very ladylike and saying stuff like, "Oh, I was told not to do this, told not to do that." Very, very well groomed in the few moments we hadn't had her. But Lulen gave a very inspiring and beautiful talk to her daughter. And then all that was left was to truly convince Sarastra. I don't quite remember the final argument. Would you like to step in there?
So the last one wasn't to convince Sarastra. It was persuading Mary.
On a motherly performance.
You had to put on a motherly performance,
Yeah.
and that was the last bit. That's what it was. Yeah.
And Sarastra was doing a contesting deception check against
That's what it
me.
was. Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
She also put on a performance. That's part of why you
yeah.
won. Because she has expertise in deception, and I had to make the choice to roll the performance to match you or to admit and do the deception roll. So yeah, that's why it was a charisma check and not because she doesn't have proficiency in performance. Now does she?
The unreliable narrator ass. Yes, correct. I was gonna say I didn't remember that because all I remembered was this like stunning, like we were sitting here in silence. Like you had rolled for Lulen and Lulen had gotten like a 22. Yeah, 22. And we were sitting there and it was rolling and no one had anything to help. And just boom, she rolled a 21 and we just lost it. That was insane.
Was insane.
It was insane. By one. We did it by one. And we picked up Mary and we went and we believe we knocked on the prince's door again at that point. Or maybe that was earlier in the beginning where he wasn't there. Yeah, that was earlier in the beginning. He wasn't there.
Yeah.
But then we went. We spent the night and then we went home. And we get home and Mary has been passed out since leaving Sarastra's chambers. And Strand, like, first of all, we're greeted by Gilfrith and Rhea being beautiful human beings, and Gilfrith smiled at us, and it was really heartwarming.
He was making breakfast for Rhea.
He was. That was also incredibly domestic of him. And Strand goes to put Mary to bed, and Mary asks, "When am I going to wake up?" And the conversation continued to basically encompass the fact that Mary thought she was dreaming because she was home and she didn't think she was truly going to be home. But she did ask Strand to stay, and Strand stayed. And that's where we left off.
Woo.
Sobbing, crying.
Sobbing, crying, throwing up, baby. You know it. Let's go.
That was realistic.
Thanks.
All right. So we're opening on our first downtime session back in Corremel. I'll admit it because often they go longer than they should.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you're going out. Oh, we're gonna go have dinner. We're gonna go shopping. We're gonna
go buy another house.
Oh my
No,
god.
we're not gonna buy another house.
I don't think we made any money.
You know, me neither.
Yeah.
No, we
I
didn't.
didn't steal from anyone. I think I was told that it's bad and that they especially look down on stealing, and then Aphelion never did it. But he should have.
Maybe you stole something. Ayo. Anyway.
Yeah, it's my dignity. Me,
You
Birdie.
stole
Not
your
my dignity. Aphelion stole my dignity.
All right. So we'll start off our downtime session by Bird. Will you do one last thing for me?
Yeah.
I need you to roll first a d20 and then a d3. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're 1.
Good.
Lulen is
Ooh.
2, and Adam is 3. I just mixed up like real names. That's so funny.
I rolled a natural 20 and I rolled a 1.
That's so funny. Okay, love it. And then I guess we're starting with you. So you guys came through the portal very early in the morning, and where we left all of you was that Lulen and Aphelion were eating breakfast. Strand, of course, as you said, stayed upstairs to lay with Mary.
I'm on the floor at this point, I think.
Probably, yeah. Her little hand like going over her bed, and you're probably still holding it as you're laying on the ground next to her. But you guys are likely tired. Besides, obviously, Aphelion, but you still need to do your light activity. Lulen needs to trans, etc. Yeah, you didn't sleep.
We had so much to pack.
It was so much. It was nothing. We had nothing.
Like, you guys were just so jittery and anxious that, like, the thought of closing your eyes or just unheard of. You just needed to leave the court immediately with Sweet Mary, take her away from there. So now you're home. There's time to focus on other things and not be unsettled, uncomfortable all the time. There's some time to relax. So Lulen... Actually, have you guys even slept in your bedrooms yet? Like,
No.
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 Yeah, I think we bought the house and then immediately went to court.
Immediately dipped.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So as you guys finish up breakfast, Rhea still needs to head out for the day and do her things. So she leaves you. Gilfrith is kind of still fussing over all of you. The house, he's muttering about how, like, he let the house go. He thought it would be longer, but then he kind of catches himself and, like, but yeah, he's, like, constantly, like taking you on a tour of the house almost before, like, showing you guys where you can sleep. And he's, like, constantly tidying things up. He's almost trying to hide it, like, saying something to you, and then you can kind of catch some small motions with his hands as, like, an unseen servant behind you is, like, sweeping up some dust.
I'm so
Rapidly
happy.
shoving shit into drawers. Like,
Precisely. But he finally takes you guys past where Strand is laying on the ground in Mary's room. Do you think you're asleep by now? Or just laying there awake?
Oh, he's snoozing.
Snooze, the classic Strand.
Oh, yeah.
Snoozing.
Hell yeah.
Yep, and you know the door is open, so you can see Strand and Mary holding hands while they both sleep. Strand on the ground and her with her blankets bunched around her. Mary's room has been basically decorated. There's definitely more stuffed animals in there, like stitched together, interesting looking creations that were kind of placed on a little desk that she has next to her bed. There's a couple of these odd, like, patchwork looking stuffed animals there, and there's also different, almost school supplies looking things, like some papers and like some pens, things like that, kind of also tucked in underneath those stuffed animals, and just other, like, fun things that probably aren't fitting to her age anymore, but they're still placed in the room and they look a little dusty. As you explore more and more of the house, it seems as if there has been an effort at decorating, even as Gilfrith opens the doors for your guys' room. Lulen, your room, it's mostly, like, it's a dark blue color that kind of dominates the entire room, like from the blanket on the bed, and the pillows are uncovered, but like more linens are still folded on them as if they were still working on it. And Gilfrith actually closes the door for a second before just kind of sighing and reopening it, like, jigs up, perhaps. Your guys' rooms are much more basic. They're essentially the same as when you left them, but there's perhaps a table that wasn't there when you left, a bedside table, you know, these things that they're very clearly not new. They're second, third, maybe fourth owned. But it's clear that Gilfrith and Rhea have been putting forth an effort to furnish this entire house while you've been gone. Aphelion, there is still a bed in your room, but it's not in the same place that it was when the house was purchased, or the same place that it is in Lulen and Mary's rooms. Lulen's bed is still in the place that it was in every room in the house. Yours has been pushed to the side, And instead, there's like a very comfortable like couch that's been placed in the room. And there's a single bookshelf that's been like slowly, it seems to have been, they've been filling it up with just odd books that they found. Other than that, not a whole lot of other furnishings in there.
I'm gonna cry. Like me, Birdie.
Aw. Yeah, he shows you guys your rooms.
Aphelion steps into his room and then closes the door. And then opens it up again, realizing that was rude, and goes, thank you so much. I'm sorry, I just need some space right now. But like, literally, thank you so much. And then he closes the door again. Gilfrith has time to respond. Totally.
He's just, he's quiet. He's not sure exactly what to say. Like, there's obviously quite a bit of confusion on his face as like he looks towards Lulen.
We've had a very long day, I think is what that is.
You traveled through the night?
Not traveled. We took a teleportation circle here, but we were up all night packing to get back as soon as possible.
I see. Then your rest is important, I understand. Let me know if you need anything.
Well, simply only if you do the same. And Lulen will hug Gilfrith.
Yeah. Hug you back, honestly, quicker than you would have assumed he would have.
Oh.
He'll like pat your back as well.
Now I'm going to cry.
He's a back patter.
Yeah. We'll pull out of the hug after a little bit and all right. Sleep. Yes. Okay. Good night. Good morning. We'll see you in a couple of hours. We'll go into her room.
Gives you a little wave. It just stands there until you close the door.
Oh. Give him a wave back as I shut the door.
All right, so everyone's having a little sleep. Aphelion, however, you're not having a little sleep.
Aphelion is actually like standing with his back against the door, looking at the couch and the bookshelf. And I think he's gonna go sit on the floor in front of the bookshelf, not the bookshelf. Yeah, in front of the bookshelf, not sit on the couch. Maybe rest his head on the couch a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna just sit there for his long rest. Well, I mean, he could technically just do a short rest. Yeah, I think I'll just do a short rest. No, long rest, long rest. I want my probability die, damn it. I'll do my long rest. But for the next 6 hours, where instead Aphelion would be doing a trance, Aphelion is just sitting there with his head resting against the couch, and the bookshelf, like, within arm's reach, and he takes to, like, rubbing the wood a little bit, maybe, but he doesn't pick up and read his book.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you're sitting in front of the bookshelf. Are you, like, looking at some of the titles, or?
Yeah, actually, you know what? Yeah, what books do we have here?
Yeah. So...
Did they steal all of Lirio's books?
We go back to the cafe and it's just ransacked.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you see, like, a couple of, like, people, like, important Fae folk that thought that they were so important that they had, like, essentially their journals bound and then distributed. There's, like, a couple copies of 2 of those just kind of shamefully placed right next to them.
Copies are fine.
Exactly. They weren't picky. We have a couple of cookbooks that even have, like, a few tabs in them as well.
Oh.
That seem clearly a lot newer than the book itself. You also have books like Secrets of the Dusk. And then if you pull it out a bit and, like, read, like, the subtitles, like, self-help book, delve into your fear and how embracing shadows can lead to personal growth and empowerment. And then, a few books over, there's, like, another book called The Echoes of Twilight. And it's a collection of short stories about dreams and how dreams of the Shadow Realm are actually reality if you allow them to be, things like that. And there's also a couple of romance novels that also have tabs in them.
Oh, fuck yeah. Aphelion, for his long rest, he thought he was just gonna like stare off into space, but no. I'm sorry. Which one has the most tabs?
Romance thing?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Aphelion is suddenly nosy, but also I'm not looking at this for my own benefit. No, nosy. I'm being nosy. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So the the two books that have like the most tabs are going to be there's Midnight Enchantment, and then there's also Whispers of Darkness.
Midnight Enchantment? Is that what you said?
Yep.
No, we're going for that one.
All right. So you pull out the cover and so Midnight Enchantment. It's one of those books that the main characters in the book, they're posed dramatically on the front, and it's two women. They're dressed in, honestly, what you saw at the Court of Night and Magic. Even their dresses look absolutely gaudy, as they're stripes of like bright red, bright blue next to each other of their like across their bosoms, and like very, very full skirts as well. But they're posed dramatically, one behind the other, and like hands on her collarbones, like spreading her breast even more. Covered by her dress, but like just, and there's like magic twisting around them. But flipping over the back, it reveals that it's a story about one of them, Liliana, who is moving out to another court to take care of her great-grandmother. But then she encounters a vampire, Gara, who has been, taking care of her grandmother best she can, but can only be there during the night, not the day. So it's like figuring out who is this person who just is stepping into my house. Are you enchanting my grandmother? What is going on? Things like that is that kind of story.
Okay. Aphelion definitely reads the entire book.
In one night?
In one night. Oh yeah. Aphelion has not had new reading material for the past 100 years, I think. I think he devoured everything in the Warlock book of his. But the funniest thing is that this is a vampire courting romance novel. Are there romantic biting scenes?
Yes.
You motherfucker.
Yes, there are romantic biting scenes.
You bookmark those, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. Okay. Aphelion goes bright red reading that, and he's like, Aphelion has the realization that biting can be very intimate, and now he's very confused. He's more confused than he was before. He thought that was just a weird, like, Fae Prince thing, but now he's reading this thing of, like, oh yeah, vampires have, like, I'm just making shit up from the book now, like, vampires need to eat. Like, this is standard vampire trope, where it's, like, vampires need to eat, and, like, biting is, like, a show of possession, claim, hunting.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of weird themes going on, and Aphelion's I'm real confused.
It's very clear that the vampirism, it also becomes an allegory. So after Liliana gets bitten by Gara during one night, but then the grandmother starts blackmailing Gara to marry Liliana after biting her. So it becomes a whole thing.
Aphelion needs to hide this book from Lulen. That's his only thought. It gets thrown underneath the pillow of the bed.
Lovely.
Yeah. That's all Aphelion will do during his long rest.
Next time Lulen needs some reading to help her trance, it's like, what am I sitting on?
Oh, you would claim the bed. Oh.
I'll put in that in my notes for later.
I think maybe the couch is nicer than the bed. Livi said it was a nice couch.
No, I did not.
So I think maybe I felt like it was a nice couch. Okay. It's probably nicer than the bed.
The bed that came with the house?
Yeah.
Versus the one that they picked up?
Yes.
All dirty from Violet's
yeah.
Market?
Fine, whatever. Shit. Okay. Fine. No, Aphelion will give the best one. So whichever one's the best one to Lulen at that moment. If it's the bed, it's the bed. I'm screwed. All right. But I know what I want to do the next day.
All right.
It might be nighttime-ish, which is perfect for what Aphelion wants to do, because we're coming in the morning. But
Probably be about midday when you guys are waking up, which I'm going to flick towards Strand.
yeah.
Even though, you guys ate breakfast and stuff, so Strand has a bit of a head start, even though his sleeps are longer than yours by nature of your races and class features, all that. But we'll head to Strand with Mary. So, Strand, you were woken up by like a poking to your cheek. Just repeatedly. Like poke. Little jabs.
Hello? What's going on? Rub my eyes.
You snore loud.
I do, don't I? Yeah.
You're loud.
Immediately honk in again.
I thought you'd leave after I fell asleep.
So did I. How you doing? Morning.
Good morning. Good morning. If you don't move, I'm gonna step on you.
Oh. What? No. I get up.
She really, brings her legs around and, feet hit the ground and she's running. She takes off,
All right.
heads out into the hallway, starts just opening doors, and working down the hallway, towards the stairs. Your guys' rooms are a bit further, so she's not heading towards where Lulen and Aphelion are.
Little sister behavior.
She's opening doors, looking into every room. Where are we?
We're back in Corremel. This is our house, don't you remember?
Looks different.
How so? What changed?
Is
it the furniture? I know Gilfrith and Rhea have been doing some redecorating.
Maybe. Probably. Does your back hurt?
No. When you sleep on a hard surface, it's actually pretty good for your back.
No, thank you. I'm okay.
You're missing out.
I don't think so. Are you hungry?
Yeah.
You should make me food.
I should, shouldn't I?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I go.
She laughs and jumps down the stairs with two hands on the banister, but both feet just hopping.
Not OSHA compliant, but okay.
You get your dad
What
out
now?
of this conversation. You get your dad out of here right this second.
Hey, man. Ever since he's been working in safety, it's been rubbing off on everybody.
It's not what now?
I don't recall. Anyway, what are you hungry for? What do we have, even? I start digging through cupboards and such.
Digging through the cupboards, and there's not a lot there. Gilfrith cooked up pretty much everything, but in the icebox, you're able to find, some leftovers from breakfast. There are a couple eggs in there, and not much else.
Leftover egg. And the yolks are kind of frozen. How am I supposed to cook? Anyway, I make eggs.
Do you know how to cook?
Yeah, I know how to cook. Who doesn't know how to make eggs? Nobody.
Who taught you? I don't know how to make eggs.
Well, I'll show you.
Okay. She, excitedly skips over to the stove and pauses for a second. Her hand goes to touch the counter. An odd look crosses her face. But in a moment, she is just smiling excitedly up at you, peering into the pan.
Is something the matter?
Huh? No, you're going to teach me how to cook eggs.
Okay. What's your preference? Hard yolk, runny yolk?
They always come runny.
Okay. You want me to flip the egg, or do you want me to not flip it?
I don't know the difference.
It's really not a whole lot of difference. The difference is that the whites of the egg are going to be kind of runny as well if you don't flip, and then if you flip it over, it'll be an over easy egg.
How do you like them?
I like them over hard, but you said runny yolk. I'm going to...
Oh, well, no, let's just do it how you like it. I want to try it.
All right. I make a couple of over hard eggs.
Okay. She kind of almost quietly, she's speaking to herself, but she is okay with you hearing. She says, I think I usually have them poached. Would you like to make an insight check on Mary? I got distracted, but the look that crossed her face, you can totally roll for insight. Try and, you did ask her about it, and there was confusion on her face, and she seemed a bit far away. And then, yeah, she snapped back into, she was happy and talking to you. I will say, we missed the thread a little bit on the poached egg, so I will say, at least in my thinking, it's kind of fancy, eh? Okay.
Yeah, a poached egg is such a fucking pain to make and is very fancy. It's not very fancy.
I wonder where she picked that up from.
Yeah.
The water has to be the correct temperature, and it like swirling it so that it all stays together.
There's a lot of technique to it. It's right pain in the ass.
But yeah, she just kind of mumbles that almost, but it's intelligible for you to understand. And you make the overhard eggs, and she smiles at you as, she sits down across from you and thanks you for the egg. We're absolutely devouring it.
Nice. There we go.
Child fed.
Ooh.
Woo!
After she's done eating, she seems to be looking around the kitchen more. And then she turns to you, kind of observes you, but doesn't really say anything else.
Is there anything you wanted to do today? Anything specific?
What is there to do in Corremel?
A whole lot. I think the only recreation that I've done here is go out on the River Leth with the ferryman. I don't think very many people were happy with that.
That sounds nice, though. I haven't done that before.
Would you be comfortable sitting on a boat beneath the enormous dead man?
Of course.
All right. Maybe I'll get some fishing poles. Wonder what kind of stuff I can get out of there.
Gilfrith probably has a fishing pole.
You think so? I'd be a little surprised if he did, if I'm being honest. Is he around?
It was a really bad one, and he gave up fishing pretty quickly, but it was on his list of things he tried to do for food.
Oh, for food. Okay.
Are you asking for Gilfrith, or are you just asking yourself?
Is he around, or would I have to find him?
He hasn't stepped out or anything. You haven't seen him yet.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, Mary. Perhaps we should wait for everybody else to wake up and get their rest, and then we'll do something as a group today.
Okay. Am I going to go back to school?
I think you should.
I don't know what grade I'd be in here.
Neither do I, if I'm being perfectly honest. Maybe we could get you a tutor or something.
My last tutor put me on level 3.
Is level 3 a grade?
I don't know. I think it was just making me feel like I was doing a good job.
We'll have to look into something.
Okay. I might go lay down some more.
All right.
She pushes off of the stool that she was sitting on, and without looking at you again, heads out of the kitchen and up the stairs, leaving her plate and her fork on the table there.
I clean up after her, and then I leave the house.
Where do you go? You leave the house?
Yeah.
Yeah, where are you going?
I want to check the sheriff's office, see if the sheriff's back in town or not.
Love struck.
Or if any semblance of law has come back to this town or not, I gotta check.
Yeah. You've only been gone like a couple weeks. It hasn't been that long. So you head over to the sheriff's office. It's honestly quite a ways to walk. So you'll be walking there.
Can I go by Buffalo Back to go faster? Hey, Georgia Peaches, I want to ride my steed.
I was like, what is Buffalo Back? Is that a
Bison.
Yeah,
Sweet.
definitely. Gonna take Sweet Georgia Peaches across the bridge and down the Queens Road, heading over to the sheriff's office. That's just at the edge on the Wormwood side of, towards Wormwood side of Corremel, the outskirt where the sheriff's office is. Honestly, after you've been in the court of Night and Magic, it looks shabbier, even compared to some of the other homes in Corremel.
Oh, just like home. So much better.
This time, when you head up to it, it's been boarded shut.
I turn around and go back home.
Oh, all right. Well, you're heading back home. Aphelion, you just finished reading your vampire romance novel.
Did it have a happy ending or a sad ending?
Happy ending, sad ending for Midnight Enchantment. So, in the end, Liliana and Gara Gara still rebukes the idea of this traditional marriage and instead kind of accepts the other thread in the book and makes Ava, the great grandmother, a vampire so that she can take care of herself and join the lovely community of vampires in her court who are already kind of waiting for her, and many of her friends are there. And instead, Liliana and Gara take off to just do whatever they want in other places in the Shadow Realm. That's how the book ends.
Okay.
Silence. You're like, how is this an allegory? How is this symbolic?
I'm already. Don't even. How is this symbolic? It's already in my head. Okay, it's bad though. It's real bad. Well, no. Okay. In my head, I know exactly where it fits, right? But
No. Tell me your theory. What is going through Aphelion's mind after he finishes this book?
Birdie's the one with the insane theories. Aphelion thinks, wow, that would be nice.
Okay, what's going through Bird's head? I dare.
Okay,
question.
Bird's head. Okay, so imagine, if you will, that the allegory, of course, would be that the Black Prince is the vampire, right?
Mhm.
But actually, like, you would think that, right? But in reality, Liliana and the grandma are Sven and Sphinx's dad, okay? And Gara is Aphelion, and Aphelion has
Gara.
been Gara, sorry. I'm too into the Naruto shit. I'm sorry. Gara is Aphelion, and Aphelion's relationship with, like, responsibilities in the stars, but also, like, the whole end goal of our campaign is to get Sarastra off the throne, but also make sure that no one of us is on the throne. Except for maybe Spank. But, so in my head, like, me, Birdie, I'm like, okay, so then we fix, quote-unquote fix, we heal the madness that the Moonlight King is currently suffering from, right? And that's, quote-unquote, making him a vampire. And then we put him as the one in charge. Now, if I were to put a tragic spin on this, that would mean that the Moonlit King gets, like, puppeteered by the stars, and Aphelion is free to go as some sort of, like, wild fucking Aphelion makes a deal. If I give you the Moonlit King stars, will you let me go? And hope that they say yes. Knowing his luck, they would say no. But then, like, Aphelion and Svenk can go off on their own and just, like, wander around the realm and other realms and just do their own shit. But that's what Birdie's thinking. It's really, it's Birdie. I don't know.
Aphelion has no such thoughts. It's just enjoying a nice romance novel.
Yeah, Aphelion thinks that would be nice and is trying really hard not to think about that, like, the third biting scene that's, like, tabbed meticulously. He's just not thinking about it.
Of course. All right. So, what do you do after you finish your book and your light activity is done? I mean, you can totally read another one.
Instead of my trance.
Yeah.
I think, well, Aphelion wants to find Gilfrith, but that's just because Aphelion, like, he wants to say thank you. He really does. But I know you said Gilfrith was not to be found at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Is he home when Aphelion walks out of his room?
Yeah, looking around. Yeah. You can make a perception check.
Yeah, okay. I mean, you know what? Rhea would do as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's an 18.
Yeah, you don't find anything until you kind of... There's a little table in the hallway upstairs where you do see a small piece of paper that was not there when you first...
Oh, he left a note.
Yeah, the note just details and, like, his beautiful flowing script. He went out to get some more food to make sure he could cook for you guys again. And next to it is a small sending stone. And he says that if you need anything else while he's out, just ask him.
Valiant doesn't need anything. He needs Gilfrith. How old does it look like this note is? I don't know if that's something I can tell because it's only been, like, maybe an hour. At most an hour. I assume he'd be back
28 years.
Relatively quickly. Shut the fuck up.
It's not really discernible how old the note is.
Daisy!
I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything.
Daisy knows what my plan is, but also I did say that I wanted to kiss Gilfrith on the mouth.
Oh my god.
And Daisy's making fun of me.
I said, well, he just needs Gilfrith, so I messaged saying me holding myself back from saying biblically.
Anyways, I don't need him biblically. Well,
I do.
I do.
you know what? I take it back.
Group smooch Gilfrith on the mouth.
That's right.
Ugh.
Yeah,
poor
no, Adam
man.
and I can't be anywhere into this equation. I think Aphelion would assume that Gilfrith is going to the usual market and
Mhm.
would go take a walk to see if he can catch Gilfrith.
As you're
Ooh.
reading the note, the door behind you kind of creaks open a little bit.
Oh.
And there's a merry eyeball looking at you.
Oh, hello, dear.
Hello. Did you just wake up?
No, I did not. I did just come from my rest, yes. Did you just wake up?
A little bit ago.
Oh, I'm sorry if I disturbed your peace and quiet.
No, it just tired.
Yeah, I understand that. I was gonna go on a quick walk and see if I could catch Gilfrith, and help him with the groceries.
You'll see Strand. He left.
He left too? Oh, well, I don't want to just leave you alone here, and I don't want you to wake up thinking that no one else is in the house. And I also don't want Lulen waking up thinking no one else is in the house. Do you want to go knock on her door with me? So I can make sure she has you, and then I can go help Gilfrith?
Are you babying me?
Not really. It's not babying, it's called, like, I understand I understand you to a degree, and I know you, and I would do this for Lulen or Gilfrith or Strand or Rhea. Should it have just been them, you know? And I'm talking in this tone mainly because Gilfrith did me a huge kindness, and I need to thank him, and then also make him laugh, I think.
What did he do?
Do you want to see my room?
She nods. I'll come out and close the door behind her.
Mm-hmm. Aphelion opens his door and kind of like motions for Mary to look in or walk in or whatever she wants to do. Do you see anything that's different?
But you have a couch
I have a couch. And do you see where the bed is?
against the wall
Against the wall. Do you know why?
because no one shares your bed with you.
Oh, no. Aphelion looks like, like, I don't know how to describe the look on his face, but golly. No.
Mine is against the wall too, but it's not in the corner like yours.
So, it's okay if you haven't noticed, but I don't sleep at night. I can't sleep at night. Instead, I read or I entertain myself. I think I'll start to knit or weave or something soon. But I don't have the materials for that, nor am I good enough for a lot of things. I'd just be practicing. But I don't sleep. And so they pushed my bed off so that it was out of the way completely, and then gave me a place to rest.
Why don't you just get rid of it then?
Well, I've only been here for a day, dear Mary. The fact that they didn't get rid of it was probably more like, hey, we might need an extra bed. I don't know. But I need to thank Gilfrith and probably Rhea, though I haven't seen her around either. And I need to thank them both because I didn't think they cared enough, Mary. And I was incredibly scared of that.
What? They always liked you. I didn't like you.
Fears are irrational, Mary. It was easy to me to see that, you openly disliked me, and I deserved it because I had messed up, Mary.
It's okay. I'm not mad at you for calling me Magnolia anymore.
Okay. Still not allowed to say it? Aphelion's trying to make a joke.
I said it.
You said it. But that doesn't mean other people can say it. It's yours. It'll only ever be yours. Unless you allow other people to, but even then, it's up to you, and it's yours. Now, I would like to help Gilfrith with that. I wanna pull a little prank on someone, right? And like Aphelion like crouches down to get on Mary's level more and is like leaning in, like whispering, like this is a secret. I'm gonna do like we're gonna do trouble things.
What do you need?
Oh, I don't need anything. I have everything I need for it with my book. And Aphelion pats the tome on his hip.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to turn the dogs back in. Or not back in. I'm going to turn the dogs in to completely play off the house. And I feel like I need Gilfrith's support in this matter because I think it would be really funny.
What dogs?
Oh, they're not dogs. They're hounds. Do you remember the bartender in the bar?
Yeah. Mary smiles for the first time you've seen her this morning.
You could come with us while we drop those off if you'd like. But do you know who the hounds belong to?
Your prince.
My prince. Yeah, Mary. Yeah, let's go with my prince. I think that Gilfrith needs to be included in shenanigans sometimes. And I was gonna send a message to the prince asking him to bring the dogs over so we could do that. That's just what I needed him for.
Okay, let's do that then. It sounds fun. It's almost like she's admitting it.
Yeah, you wanna see too? Should we wait for Lulen? Oh, Lulen would kill me if I did this without her.
Wake her up.
Well, Gilfrith's not back yet, so we can hold off on waking her. Did you want to go take that walk with me, or stay with... Well, I don't want to leave Lulen alone in the house and have you not be here. I worry that if Lulen wakes up and you're not here, she might burn down the entire town.
And wake her up.
Okay, fine.
Lulen, would you like to be woken up, or do you think... How's your night been? Morning.
So, Lulen has the shortest long rest out of everyone here.
I think Aphelion and Lulen's are the same, no?
Yeah, it's a trance, but with warlock shit done to it.
Yeah. The timing's about the same. Besides Aphelion heading into the room first.
Earlier you said 6 hours, so it threw me.
Oh, is that not what a trance is?
No, it's 4 hours.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit, really?
But you're also a shadow elf, so...
I thought Shadow Elf had 4.
But I think either way, Lulen had quite a hard time trancing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I think usually on nights like this, where it has bothered her in the past, because, the trance dreams being of Sarastra, she would have gone and sat with Aphelion, not saying why, but, for that comfort. But...
He would have read out loud.
Aphelion very clearly was like, I need my space. So Lulen was like, I can deal with this by myself. And had a bit of a rough time of it, getting a little spooked and taking a while to actually get into it. So I think she'd very much probably still be just on the tail end of her trance whilst this is going on. So she'd definitely be woken up instead of already being up.
Knock, knock.
Yeah. Mary will let you knock.
Oh, I mean, Mary, you can knock if you'd like.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Knock, 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 knock.
Oh, 1 second. And Lulen will get up and very quickly wipe the obvious tears that were probably there from her trance and freshen herself up so people don't see her like that. Well, then open the door. Oh, good morning. Is something wrong?
Nothing's wrong. Are you okay?
Aphelion wants to do mischief.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, why am I not surprised? What sort of mischief?
No, I was gonna message the prince and have him come over.
Oh, right, that sort of mischief.
to get the hounds to pay off the cows.
Yeah, all right.
There was a serious adult thing in there.
Do we need to make the house...
No.
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 That drama queen can suffer.
Well, thank you for waking me beforehand. That would be very embarrassing if you just showed up.
Oh, but I wanted to do it in front of Gilfrith, because I thought that Gilfrith deserves to be part of our shenanigans.
I was Gilfrith not here.
He went to buy food.
Oh, that make
Because
sense.
we ate him out of house and home.
Oh,
Phrasing.
Hey,
Oh my
hey,
goodness.
hey, you get out of here. That is how the phrase goes. You eat me out of house and home.
Stop saying it, please.
right. Oh, I haven't stockpiled money in this house yet. I can do that if Gilfrith's not here.
Oh my goodness.
We'll go down to the kitchen and we'll
Wait.
Oh, yes?
Can Aphelion do it for you?
What am I doing? I can do it. Fine. I can be helpful.
Oh, yes. And Lulen will reach into her bag and will give you 500 gold pieces to distribute around the house.
Where randomly?
Yes, randomly.
Does it need to be good hiding spots?
No,
No?
it needs to be findable, but in
Okay.
sporadic.
I can do that. The only person who would know is the star in my head, because everything else can't hear me or see me. Aphelion pulls out his necklace. He's like gripping it tighter than you'd think.
That's a true statement you just made.
Don't say it like that. And Aphelion goes,
And Lulen will turn to Mary. Are you alright?
You know, she has a hard time meeting your eyes for a second. Then like her hand is like goes up to nervously like tug at the neckline of her dress, which is still the same one that she was wearing when you took her from Sarastra. I looked at the clothes that are in my room and they don't fit me.
Oh,
oh.
of course. Right. Well, how about, and this is such a temporary solution, and Lulen will prestidigitate her dress clean. We can go get you a whole new wardrobe right now.
Okay. Yeah,
Or
that makes sense.
whenever you'd like.
Aphelion has other plans for today.
Yes, his mischief with the prince. Well, that could be more of an evening thing. I'm not even sure his prince is back in Corremel yet. Your priority.
So Strand left,
Oh, and well,
and there's no food.
so Gilfrith's fixing that one at the very least. Do we know why Strand left? Well, that's fine. We can wait for Strand to come back if you'd like, or well,
That I might need a tutor.
I hope that's what he's going and looking for, though something in my mind doubts it for some reason.
I wonder what reason that could be.
You know, Mary, well, it's almost like she thinks she's tattling, like sharing. It's like a young version of court gossip, but she's just, you know, sharing everything that anyone said to her. Like,
Here.
well, Strand said this. There's no food in the house. Scandal. All I had for breakfast was an egg.
You only had an egg for breakfast? Oh, right. Okay.
She's like filling you in on all this stuff as you head down the stairs. We'll head over back to Strand, who's coming home and catches a familiar curly-haired. I struggle on what to call him.
The man we all want biblically.
My mouth is going to say curly-haired boy, and then it was like guy, and then it was like
Curly-haired boy.
call him a dilf sometimes.
Dilfrith.
Oh my goodness. But yes, it is that curly-haired dude. Like his arms are filled with different items, mostly food, as well as like there's a bundle kind of floating behind him. You have no magic. That's an unseen servant that's just following him around.
You need a ride?
He'll look up at you on sweet George of Peaches. His eyes go a little wide. It's been a while since I've seen her.
Yeah. figure she needs a little bit more stuff to do, you know what I mean?
Yes, I would heavily appreciate a ride.
Hop on. I'll take your stuff so you can have access to your hands. All right.
All right. Should I roll a skill check for Gilfrith, see how well he does?
To mount a buffalo?
I love him.
She's a big girl.
She's a big girl. Can I help?
Georgia Peach.
Yeah, definitely you can help. Yeah.
She's a
You
big
helped him already by taking his stuff as well. Hey, that's a nat 19 for him. He's able to with your assistance, and he'll motion to take the stuff back from you as soon as he's up. Motions for it, the things back. His groceries.
Yes. Here you go.
Nod and
Yeah.
yeah. How difficult is it to stay on a buffalo?
I mean, she's a magical and very loyal mount. I don't imagine it would be that hard to stay on. Especially because I assume there's a saddle and all that stuff. Yeah.
Of course. I was only asking. If Gilfrith has his arms full, but should he hold on to you? What have you? I'm not sure of how this works with a buffalo.
Yeah, red and side saddle.
Maybe he's side saddle. Maybe I've got saddle bags that he can dump some stuff into.
That would be nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense as well. Yeah. You guys head back. Probably a little bit slower with the extra weight, but head back still at much faster than walking speed to your house.
Anything happened while we were out? Any news of Corremel? A lot of time passed?
It's only been a couple weeks. It's pretty much the same as you remember.
Okay.
There is a bit of a buzz because, the teleportation circle was used. So, what
Yeah, that was us.
high ranking noble or what came into town, or they were already approved by the prince. So, it has to be someone from this list, and they're trying to figure out. There's some murmurings about that, and then also about the Black Prince being back in town as well.
Oh, he's back. When did he
Oh
arrive?
yeah, there's been quite a fanfare. There's almost a parade through the street whenever he comes back from one of his hunts or another outing of sorts. So yeah, there's been quite a bit of fanfare on the streets, especially down the Queen's Road where you were traveling. Made it a bit more difficult.
Okay then. So Prince is back in town.
Get back home.
Yep.
Gilfrith dismounts at least and starts, piling things back into his arms.
Do you know which house is the slave market?
It's the park.
It's the park.
It's the park.
You guys aren't here.
Do you not remember?
No.
The what?
Nobody told you? We live in a neighborhood with a slave market.
The tiny amount of color that is in his face drains out.
Oh, don't worry about it too much.
We what?
Yeah, I have plans of dismantling it. I gotta convince the Black Prince that it's okay, though.
Are we moving?
No, we're just gonna get rid of the slave market.
But Mary and Rhea and...
Yeah, that's why we're getting rid of the slave market.
Does Rhea know?
If you don't know, I assume she doesn't either.
I do not know if I should tell you not to tell her that she must know.
Grabbing groceries. Well,
He's kind of stunned and not moving anymore.
we can bring it up with the rest of the group.
You understand why this is a sensitive topic for Rhea.
Was she ever enslaved?
The entire changeling race in the Court of Night and Magic, my guy.
It was literally the second. Literally the
I'm
second of the
sorry.
person in charge of the rebellion.
I forget that she's a changeling. I'm sorry.
Literally a miss for
I know
his
it's the
godmother.
biggest prop. That's the big thing. Sorry. We haven't seen her in months, guys. I do understand, yes. And maybe that's a reason why we should let her know. So that later, if we go, hey, by the way, we just freed a bunch of slaves from across the street, she doesn't be like, and you didn't tell me? You know what I mean?
I feel so awful. She has been feeling more comfortable.
Don't feel bad.
It'd been so long since she had walked as a changeling, and now there's a slave market near our home.
For now. I did not know this until pretty recently. So you and I are kind of in the same boat.
Okay. Yes, we will have to find a solution.
Yep.
But for now, we can take in the groceries.
Yes. For now, we are taking a day off. I think maybe. I don't even know, to be honest.
We'll nod and just head towards the house.
We're home.
Yeah, this is about the time that Lulen and Mary are heading down the stairs. Aphelion is dashing gold in different places.
Do we have an ice box?
Yeah.
We do,
Yes.
right? Yeah. Yeah, Aphelion is like open it, like Aphelion is deep in the fridge, like arms stretched all the way to the back of the freezer. And you hear him go, "Oh, the door!" And then he bumps his horn on top of onto the top of the fridge and says, "Ah!"
Oh.
And now he's on the floor. I'm fine.
Like coming downstairs, seeing that, it's like, right, welcome home. Strand, did you get the tutor sorted then? Okay, and Gilfrith, you've got the groceries.
What's this about a tutor?
That's what I thought. Anyway, Gilfrith, are you alright? You look a little shocked, horror. Strand, what did you tell him?
He looks at Mary and then back to Lulen and then just rushes to put some groceries away. Leaves the room.
Mary, there's more than just eggs now.
You look a little pale.
You can't say that to him. He's gray.
Oh, I'm not still hungry. She'll say the Strand.
Insight check.
Side eye.
I think Mary's fine. Okay, no. I gotta know. Fine.
Oh.
For you guys, I
Whoa.
gotta know. Okay, 23. Aphelion looks up. Oh shit, you guys all passed. Beats it.
It's almost convincing, but the way she looks up at Lulen afterwards, like I'm so sacrificing. It gives it away.
I love her.
The world.
Well, I suppose it is lunchtime, so might as well.
Oh. Make an extra plate.
Yes. Thank you, Aphelion. Why are you on the floor?
I bonked my horn on the top. Leave me alone.
Brand
Right.
just sort of steps over you, puts some groceries away.
Let me get on the Strand, please. Strand, please. Why would you do this?
You're in the way.
I'm writhing in pain from my bonked horn.
Okay.
I'm fine.
I
Whatever.
step back over you.
Oh, I'm trying to get on. Aphelion like jumps to his feet, trying to get out of the way. Gilfrith, I have a question.
Okay.
Would you like to see the Prince of Corremel have an entire conniption? Like the biggest conniption?
Speaking of the prince, he is in town, by the way.
I know.
Oh, good. Fantastic.
No, I would not.
You wouldn't have to see it physically. You would just see it in his thoughts.
You can see into his thoughts.
If I wanted to. No, I'd
Aphelion
pull out
got
the
a
book.
special connection with.
Shut up. No.
No, that sounds unsettling. Those that embarrass him are often beheaded or worse.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I've beheaded myself. Okay, so I'm pulling out the book.
Covers Mary's ears a second too late.
That wasn't a sex joke. Okay. Aphelion pulls the book
You're best to stop messing with him.
and scrolls to the sending page.
Did you hear me?
I am hearing you, Gilfrith. You deserve to be in more of our schemes. Okay, I feel like we don't. I wanted to show my appreciation for you putting out the couch for me. Like, that was huge. And we also need to talk later about your taste in romance novels. They're pretty good. But
My what?
Eyebrow raised.
but I wanted to include you in something. I wanted to reciprocate kindness by including you.
May I show appreciation to you?
Brand turns on a blender.
For what?
May I tell you do not continue your pursuit with the prince.
I'm not pursuing him, and Aphelion's gonna write this right in front of Gilfrith.
Oh my goodness.
For those listening along, it reads.
Spank! Explanation point. We're home! Explanation point. Bring the dogs over? Question mark. Winky face. For quality assurance, comma, this sending may or may not be spied upon by the stars. Thank you! Explanation point.
As you're writing, Gilfrith is continuing to try and talk over Strand with a blender, I guess.
Beg and plead, Gilfrith, beg and plead.
And he's talking about how whenever the Black Prince comes back, they publicly execute one of his enemies in front of his palace to welcome him home.
Aphelion starts writing another message immediately.
He ends it saying how he would not like to see your head one day.
It's okay. Aphelion, I don't know if Aphelion's gotten a response back, but he would not stop. He'd finish writing and then be like, oh, can we also not behead people today?
A bit of a touchy subject. For you, more for me.
Bit of a touchy subject. bit of a touchy subject for us both.
Lulen's got her head in her hand.
Thank you. And that is 18 words. We will have food prepared.
Strand hands you a smoothie, and everybody else one as well.
Splendor!
Thank you.
Yeah, ironically, there were plenty of like smoothie-esque supplies. He wasn't sure exactly what to get, so we mostly just got more of what he usually gets for Rhea and him, which, like, there are these berries called moonberries. These groceries are much nicer than the things he would usually get. He certainly had some kind of money, like moonberries. There's some, like, flour. Like, there are some actual green things, like leafy greens. Couple different fruits that only look a little rotten, you know?
Mm-hmm.
There's some nectar and honey and something called crystallized moonlight that looks like some kind of confection. There's mushrooms and then also some watercress.
Ooh.
And it says very proudly, locally sourced from the river left.
We love locally sourced produce.
Yeah. This looks like enough to make a sad salad.
A happy salad, I'd say.
Gilfrith, you don't need to worry about Aphelion getting
Don't say it, please.
permanently
No,
taken
God.
out by the prince for such a sending.
I've sent worse. I've said worse to his face.
Honestly, I think we all have.
Is that meant to make me feel better?
Well, unfortunately,
Yeah.
we are contractually obligated to work with him, so you might be seeing him more frequently than you would have before.
Speaking of,
Yeah. Thanks.
you get an answer.
Yeah.
So the answer that comes back to you is
Watching it be written down in front of him.
I am busy. A second one comes in for your second sending, and it is tradition. Do not go outside today if you would not like to see it.
Oh my god.
Okay, Aphelion writes back, want to do dinner instead of lunch? Question mark.
He will ask, will you continue asking until I meet you for a meal?
Yes. It's so fast.
Fine.
Dinner? Question mark?
There's no response.
Shit, Aphelion says. He's like, I don't know which meal he's gonna show up to. The book is shown.
This is worse than you even said it would be.
How is this worse?
I feel like all the control you went into that conversation with quickly left immediately.
What do you mean, self-control? Like, what control do you mean? Like, social control?
Well, social
Yes.
control.
Both.
It's like you have to come to our house for lunch, wait, no dinner, and now we're going to be surprised with a visit from him.
It could also be that we'll be surprised with like some guard showing up at our door, knocking, being like, "You have been invited to." He never specified.
You would be invited to.
Shit,
Let's get
fuck.
that right.
No, wait, fuck.
But language.
Oh, Mary's heard worse.
Yes.
That's not.
Mary's fist bump.
She like wrinkles her nose, but then returns the first fist bump.
Thank you. Okay, sorry. I kind of feel like I'm having like a midlife crisis nowadays. Is that too much? Was that too much?
No, it was pretty funny.
Let's meet him at the bar.
No.
Yeah,
We discussed that already, I believe.
They have fun drinks there.
I want the bartender alive, Mary, and I'm sure you do too.
You would kill him?
Okay, so the bartender wants Sphinx dog.
Jared's a lot nicer than Spank.
Agree to disagree. One of them has me caught in a fey pact, and one of them is getting dinner with us. So
Lulen goes over and pokes you in the shoulder where the scar is.
it didn't hurt. What are you poking me about? You want me to poke him where his scar is? I'll do it.
Don't jab him in the throat.
How would I'll do it, but
No.
You have scarred the prince.
well,
Felt
was
it.
it me?
He's like balking.
Was it me? Gilfrith again. I feel like I'm having a midlife crisis nowadays.
Pick up a hobby.
I'm trying. Aphelion pulling out of his bag, like, needles and, well, like, a borrowed needle and the starting of, like, his own little cloth of the sky. I'm trying. Desperately, Gilfrith. I'm trying desperately. Oh, your hobby!
What?
Gilfrith, I used your candle recently and I wanted to tell you that it smelled very good.
Oh, should I make you another one?
If you'd like. But I just wanted to let you know that the candle smelled absolutely amazing. I could only smell it for a brief moment before I had to snuff it out, but it smelled beautiful.
Thank you. It's been a while since I've made one. Rhea brings in all the coin that we needed, really.
What's she doing?
Oh, she doesn't talk about it.
Side-eye.
Helping people mostly.
All right.
Sounds like Rhea.
Mm-hmm.
I think since your friend has been gone, she has been doing those odd tasks that don't seem to get done anymore.
Rhea's the new sheriff, or the acting sheriff?
No, there never was a sheriff. Really,
Uh,
there was.
Never?
There
Oh,
was
okay.
a sheriff. There was a Sheriff Lamb, and then Ara.
Okay. Gosh.
And ours still not here, eh?
No. But they were not affiliated with the prince and the lantern keepers that actually maintain Corremel. The sheriff was just a moniker, just people doing their best for other people. It was never official.
Interesting.
Really, they just fixed up the home that they used to live together in, made it their little office on the very outskirts of Corremel, and were doing their best. But now they're both gone.
Yeah. Well, we have anything on the agenda for today?
Yes. We need to go clove shopping.
Ooh, Aphelion clap.
Right. Mary did sprout a little bit, didn't she?
Growth spurts are normal at this age.
And I'm desperate for some less formal clothes now. So I think it would be nice for us all to just go and get some new outfits. Trying to redirect so it's not just Mary needs new clothes.
Yeah, Mary, this is like, just taking a step back, and like her cheeks are flamed up, and
We're all getting new clothes.
turning away to like try and hide her face a little bit.
Strand, have you ever been on a clothes shopping adventure with Lulen yet? You need to be on a clothes shopping adventure with Lulen.
I don't think I have, actually. I have 22 gold.
Oh shit. Aphelion starts rummaging through his bag. I've got 26.
I've got 237. Let's
I just
go.
hit 500 for you.
What? Don't say that out loud in front of Gilfrith.
I can say that out loud. Oh, in front of Gilfrith. Okay, whatever.
Do either of you have gift of gab?
No.
He goes over and like looks towards the ice box that Aphelion had his head in when they first came here, and will like put a hand on the door, look at Lulen, look at Aphelion, and roll an insight check for him. What?
Fuck. I probability shot myself. No. Aphelion gives it away.
Yeah. Your minimum beats it.
Yeah.
I know.
My minimum doesn't beat it.
Oh, it does it?
No, my minimum's an 18 for deception.
Okay.
But I think Lulen just shouted, don't say that in front of Gilfrith, so I don't think she's deceiving right now.
Yeah.
So I think
He's trying to see
also fails
is
that.
it in the damn ice box. This is what his expression is saying as he puts his hand on
Lulen
it.
doesn't know.
Aphelion's face is really good, okay? Really good. But Gilfrith was just Gilfrith had just saw Aphelion doing some really sketch emotional decisions. So
Make me a stealth check.
oh, for how well I hit it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was like, sleight of hand, stealth? Yeah, so that's a 10.
Uh,
Yeah! I did my job well. It was just supposed to be hidden, not findable.
And it was meant to be scattered. There's just a couple coins in the fridge.
Yeah.
There's 6 gold coins. Which is a whole lot of money.
he rummages through there and he finds one coin, but it's a copper coin, so it's not from you. It's just in the ice box, and he pulls it out and squints at it.
That's not ours. Was that in there?
He'll grumble and stick it in his pocket.
Last time I tried to give you money, you declined it. So I hid money in the old house, I hide money in the new house.
I will accept it if you give it to me.
Oh, well, Aphelion, where'd you hide it?
And you watch as Aphelion goes to all of the different hiding spots.
With Gilfrith watching.
Yeah. You see him run up to his room, run back down, run back up, run back down. He's running around the house.
I declined last time because you must always decline a gift once before you accept it.
But it's not a gift. It's community housing costs.
Rhea and I have had that handled for a while. We have savings.
Then it gets added to the savings.
All right. He will almost beckon down from above the cabinet, and a jar of coins will come flying down. There's different colored coins. It's mostly copper, silver, but there are a couple golds in it. And it's got quite a bit of heft to it.
A hell of a lot more now.
Aphelion drops all of his silver in there. He's got 5 silver.
These are all coins from people of Corremel that Rhea has helped.
Oh, Aphelion pulls out a gold coin and drops it in there.
Gilfrith is trying to find room to put the 500 gold in the savings jar.
Oh yeah, it won't fit. It won't.
I can go and get it exchanged into platinum.
How? Who could make change?
Twyla.
But when you were purchasing, who would make change for that?
That's very true. Well,
Is there a bank?
Twyla.
All right.
What, Twyla as your banker?
Don't want Twilight as my bank.
No. But I feel like she acts as the bank in this town. She gives out, fucking mortgages.
Filthy bank. Filthy loan shark.
Filthy loan shark, Twyla.
Probably another bank on Store Street. You guys have made it. You're on the other side of the river now, okay? Acclimate. yeah, Store Street is probably your best bet for most of the things you want to do today, to be honest. And that's probably for the best if you want to avoid the beheading ceremony, because that's on the other side of the river. And you would literally have to walk past it to go to Twyla today. So that's where most of the congestion that you walked past was as well, Strand.
Okay.
Yeah, Gilfrith is mostly eyeing. There's like a jar of. My brain is saying pickled watercress.
Hell yeah.
My brain was also filling that in with pickles. So
You could would watercress be pickled, or is it part of the pickling stuff that you know, like it goes in the brine with other things to pickle the main pickle?
you can pickle anything.
Yeah. Anything you desire can be pickled.
But do you want everything?
I eat a pickled watercress.
Yeah, because it's like a quick claw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever you believe can be.
Oh, jeez.
How about we're going to the shops anyway? When we're out, we try and buy a lockbox or like a safe or something, and not eye up the pickled watercress jar.
Like a safe is a very good idea.
All right.
Oh, fabulous!
We have to actually go to the shop in character.
No.
For the dresses as well, and like other clothes.
No.
Okay.
No. Take us to
Alright.
dinner.
It's like Taylor. You're like, take us to dinner.
You would.
All right.
I'm taking everyone to dinner. He knows I'm not a one-man show right now. I hope.
Yeah. Are you guys?
Lulen spends too much time yapping with Ignatius at the tailor's.
Oh yeah,
Doing
we
the
love it.
classic fucking mum thing, but
Oh.
that's my input into that before dinner.
Aw. Yeah. You guys have a great time. Can marry some more clothes. Probably everyone.
How much gold am I marking off?
Oh my god. How many outfits are you getting her?
However many she wants.
Oh my god. Well, I will say Mary's Mary was always quite comfortable with you spending money on her, but it's like increased twofold. Like she's not batting an eye as she's picking out clothes. She's probably gonna set you back at least 100 gold, I'll be honest, for like
Oh yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
I don't know, 8-ish outfits.
Yeah, fab. That's only like 12 gold an outfit. That's a bargain.
They're fine clothes, but you got a bulk discount, yeah. Because wine clothes are 15 gold pieces each.
Because Ignatius and I are besties.
you think Ignatius would have a good bottle of wine?
Why?
I'll give it. I'm gonna give Ignatius a good bottle of wine. I'm feeling generous. There we go.
Oh no, I was asking if he has one.
I was like, why would
was
you
gonna
have
buy it.
wine?
I don't know. I was gonna buy wine from the clothes shop. But
Yeah. Okay. So I will drop the 100 gold and then plus get 3 additional outfits, one for each of us. So Mary doesn't feel self-conscious about not the buying of the outfits, but the having to buy the outfits, you know? Like, so,
Those will be the 15.
okay, so that's 145, and then how much for a safe, would you say?
Oh my goodness. Like a mundane one or a magical
like a
one?
mundane one.
Okay.
Does it have the potential of being lead lined, or do we have to pay extra for that?
Being lead lined. Let me see if I can see like a ballpark price for just a regular chest real quick. Because I feel like that's probably in the rules somewhere. Like, who wouldn't want to buy a chest?
Oh, surely there is.
Yeah.
Yeah. A chest is 5 gold
5 gold
pieces.
pieces? Okay. Does it say what the basic chest, the DC is to pick it? Or a basic lock? We can look up a basic lock, perhaps?
I think a basic lock is like a 15 DC.
15 DC? Wow.
I think so.
if I know a rogue, rogues are gonna make the 15 DC.
Yeah. A lock, adventuring gear, a successful DC 15 dexterity check, your DM may decide that better locks are available for higher prices.
Okay, then let's just combine those together and let's do 15 gold pieces for a chest with a DC 15 lock. Yeah?
Yeah, 15. So that's 160 gold in total spent today. So 237 minus 160.
Like, I gotta get back to work.
I'm at 77. Yeah. Gotta go see Twyla tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah, there we go.
then we're heading back home to get dinner ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, riveting adventurers over here.
Yeah, we're
We
making
are
dinner
so
now.
domestic.
We went to the grocery store. We bought a lock. We bought a save.
Made smoothies.
We made smoothies.
We're avoiding a beheading.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We are outside. I don't know if Aphelions avoiding that or not.
No, yeah.
It's on the other side of the river.
Yeah.
Woo!
We probably should have put a feeler out for a tutor for Mary, but like,
We got time. I don't think it's
yeah,
a major, immediate thing we need to do.
she can have a summer holiday. It's all right.
Yeah.
All right, so you head back home. Rhea is already home when you get there. She's in like really the same adventuring gear, like leathers that you remember, but she's got like this pin that clearly some child in Corremel has made for her on her chest. And she smiles when you open the door. She's in her tiefling form as well, bright red.
Bright red.
Arms full of fucking bags of clothes. Strand carrying a safe.
No, I put the safe on Sweet Georgia Peaches.
Yeah, but we're walking inside the house.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We have a yard, don't we?
Well, no, you have to unsummon Sweet Georgia Peaches and then resummon her again if you want her in the house. She's not going to fit through the
Oh,
doorway.
I don't
That's what I
want
was
her
trying
in
to
the
say.
house. I think she'd be a little
Oh.
destructive.
Mm.
Not due to any fault of her own.
Just
She's just a big girl.
big. Yeah.
Shopping today. Do you need help bringing stuff in? Making yourself right at home? It's perfect.
No, we're good.
If you need me to watch the market, I know we did our best. We weren't sure what any of you would like, but your best with some furnishings that we found, and let me know if there's anything else that you like. People give me great deals.
Perfect. For me, at least.
It's lovely.
Barely got to decorate yours. I had no idea what you like. Quite sad. And like she goes, raise up a hand as if to like touch Lulen's arm or something, and thinks better of it, then tries to take some of the bags out of your hands instead.
Yeah. Lulen will awkwardly let her.
Where are these going?
Mary's room.
All right. She'll, give you one last look and then head up. But yeah, you guys get cooking. Gilfrith, like, you notice that he disappears for a bit and then he comes back with one of the cookbooks from in your room, opens it up, and he's trying to, like, ask you, well, what does the prince like?
He'll eat whatever.
Really?
Yeah,
He better.
he better.
Yes.
He likes to get rough and tumble. I'm sure he's fine with whatever you make.
Just, like,
Bombastic side eye.
like he blinks at you a couple times.
Stop that!
What?
Stop that! He's a hunter. Like,
Gilfrith, you wouldn't happen to have a closet with 2 pages in it holding a basket of apples made of silver, would you?
Strand, please.
What? What does that mean?
okay, he doesn't have hang-ups about his father, though.
I disagree.
No, Gilfrith doesn't have hang-ups about Gilfrith's father. Maybe he does, actually. I'm sorry, Gilfrith. But Svenk definitely does. That's what I was saying. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
What do I cook? I don't understand.
Whatever you are most comfortable with cooking and are proud of, I guess. And make it with love.
Don't worry about the prince being a dinner guest. He will
He'll be a little
enjoy
bit-
what
don't worry
he's
about it.
given. We honestly, We are so nonplussed about his enjoyment tonight. It's whatever you wish to make.
Make Mary's favorite, whatever it was the last time.
Okay. I did not buy those ingredients, but I can estimate. Aphelion, will you chop the fruit?
Yeah. Whatever you need, my hands are yours.
Chop the fruit.
Chopping the fruit.
Charon guides you.
I have sleight of hand. Leave me alone.
You need to stop wording things like that, Aphelion.
Like what?
Have a bardic. Oh, my hands are yours. My this is yours. My days are yours.
Hey.
And my axe.
Thank you for noticing that I did it on purpose. Guys, I don't need your help helping prepare food.
Too late.
Okay, I guess we're cooking, Livi.
Okay, no, we're not. No. I know that you guys gave out guidance and bardic inspiration. Make one
I
sleight
gave
of
it out
hand.
as a joke.
Make one sleight of hand check for see how your cuts are, and then we are
just based.
Add the D8.
Oh my god. Okay, I get it.
Everything
It's a
was
28.
prepared beautifully.
Yes, beautiful.
It's a 28.
Beautiful cuts. Gilfrith takes your beautiful knife cut and he takes them and I scoop them all up into a bowl. Then casting some magic on it, it all freezes. And then he, slides it over to Strand and, well, I guess it's canonical that they have a blender now. So I guess going in the fucking blender.
Yep, it's canon.
Making kind of an ice cream sorbet-ish thing that Mary always loved because if you just add, he adds some honey to it. If you add some honey to like rotten fruit ice cream, then it's sweet. So you don't even taste it. And sometimes rotten fruit is even sweeter. It's a perfect way to pair it, really. But he'll make that and like kind of grimace. This is not nutritional.
Rhea's rubbing off on you.
But other than that, you guys have the things for salad. So you've got fruit sorbet and some better than usual, some happy salads. And that's your dinner.
Ice cream and salad. Let's go.
Yeah! Ice cream and salad for the best.
This is how I would make Mary eat fruit. As the table is being set, the door opens and there's the blasting of trumpet as a page begins announcing the Black Prince's arrival. So the Black Prince, your lovely Sphinx. It's odd, the separation between the trumpet and the announcements. The page is already inside, just kind of having burst in, is looking upward, not at any of you. And this is the moment when the Black Prince should step in, but he doesn't for quite a few seconds. Enough that from Mary has been sitting at the table, like waiting to be served her, lovely sorbet so that she can begin enjoying it. But she's what is that? And she actually slides off her stool and leans backwards so she can see kind of out the doorway a bit. And if any of you were to do the same.
Fine. Aphelion will go up to the door to greet him. He invited him. Fine. Whatever.
We're all Scooby-Doo peeking around the door.
Get in here, you loser.
Aphelion's not Scooby-Doo peeking.
Thank is like right at the entryway. His face has a grimace on it as he's like looking into the house of what he can see and like hasn't moved to step inside.
You need permission?
Gonna hit us with that. Oh, it's so homely.
I'm ready.
Oh, it's so cute.
He has to look up, really as you step up to him, your horns, your like face, like you're so tall, you block a lot of his view as you step forward. But like for a moment, he's very clearly like he's looking at the ground over your living room, and then like he'll look up like with a scowl and then look towards where people are watching, I guess, from the doorway into the kitchen.
You're welcome in. Go ahead, step in, kick the page out, and don't forget to take your shoes off. Blink, blink, blink.
Take my shoes off.
Yeah, no shoes on the carpet. Blink, blink, blink.
He's
Come on.
dumbstruck. Oh, okay. And he will step forward, kind of watching your face as he's entering with his shoes on. And then he'll take another step.
Are you gonna kick the page out?
Oh, yes. Return home. You are not needed. He turns around and there's like 2 attendants as well, and like makes just a motion, like dismissing them, and another hand will have the door like swing shut, kind of rolls his shoulders back, trying to reset himself, almost like he is in control here.
Okay. Aphelion's looking at him expectantly.
He will take another step inside.
Aphelion does not move. He's in the way, looking at him expectantly.
Take off your shoes, pretty boy.
Come on, no need to be dramatic over it.
Aphelion giggles.
Why are you laughing?
Are you gonna take your shoes off? The rules of the house, babe.
Cease making a show of it, and I will.
Oh,
You're
okay,
the one
yeah.
making a show of it.
Making your
Aphelion,
everything.
turn around so that
Okay.
the drama queen doesn't get embarrassed that he has to take his shoes off.
Aphelion turns around and takes 2 steps forward, so he has like space. Looks around the corner.
Is
Like,
still watching him?
is everyone watching around the corner?
No, we'll stop. We'll look back to Gilfrith, actually.
Yeah.
As you turn, the air feels like a bit prickly, almost like staticky, kind of, as magic is being cast near your doorway.
Counterspell, if I can tell. I don't know.
Being cast. What's going on?
I'm sorry.
Counterspelling?
Yeah, I mean, I might have to see the caster to counterspell.
Are
Wait,
you
who's
turning
counting?
around?
Yeah, who's casting a spell?
You whip back around to look behind you,
What?
and Spenk has, like bended a little bit at the waist over, like towards his feet, but he is casting magic on his shoes.
Shut the fuck up. Stop. Oh my god. No, it's not happening. No magic in the house. Not like that. You stop that spell or I'll stop it myself. Come on, Swank.
I believe this dinner was a mistake.
No, it wasn't.
Pete's head back around. What are you doing?
No, leave. Let Lulen don't
Yes,
look. Don't
I
look.
believe I
Lulen,
will
right?
be.
No. Okay, stop. Need me to show you how to do. Like, it's dead serious. And like completely willing.
No, it just feels
Want me to do it?
silly to be barefoot on these dirty floors.
Oh, do you need socks?
You're not wearing socks.
Lulen!
sorry, I'm going
He took his
back.
socks off too.
I do not like this half. So either we're outside or we are not. This house needs to make a decision.
Are your shoes clean?
Yes.
Oh, don't give in to him.
Don't give in.
Okay, fine. I'll get you socks. Take your shoes
I
off.
have socks
I'll get you socks. Where?
on my feet.
Then why are you complaining?
Socks are clothes. I do not.
Socks protect your toes from getting toe fungus from wearing shoes for long periods of time. They are a protective component. It is literally just more footwear. It like quote unquote clothing, but it is just an extension of.
It seems undignified in this state of dress. It was one thing when you burst into my own room and saw me undressed, but
What does Gilfred's face look like for everyone else?
he is trying to like speak in a hushed tone, but I think everyone in the kitchen is silent and like still listening. And Gilfred is like so embarrassed. He's embarrassed for this entire situation. His hands have gone to like his temples to rub them as he's very stressed out by everything that's happening tonight.
Lulen's gonna go upstairs and get him some slippers.
Thank you, Lulen. Okay. just take the shoes off, keep the socks on. And I think Lulen's getting you a pair of house slippers. I guess you could have worn mine, but like whatever.
He will huff, but he just seems a bit done with all of this and like kind of like without saying anything, like is motioning for you to turn back around. Like he's just so
Aphelion
done.
turns back around. Turns back around. Whatever.
No, but you hear the sounds of him undoing so many buckles. And like,
Are they like thigh-high boots?
no, not thigh high. No.
Knee high.
Knee high.
I mean, yeah, they're boots. They got some calf, some shapely to loose calf, whatever. Much too many buckles, and the high fashion standard. You can hear him. He like undoes one, puffs, undoes, 2 puffs, undoes a couple more, has to go to the other foot.
Strand watches him the whole time, clearly so disappointed in him.
Aphelion's shoulders are like not shaking, but it's very deliberate. Like you guys can see his face, and he is like eyes closed, mouth drawn shut, like do not laugh. Do not laugh. Do not laugh.
Lulen will come and hand Aphelion the pair of slippers.
Oh, thanks. Thank you. Thank you.
Gods. And I'm going to sit back at the kitchen table.
When you hand Aphelion the slippers, he does open his eyes, and the mirth.
Yeah.
Oh, the joys of no longer being in the court.
Finally, we get to eat something that's not like a lamb that can't die.
That is a delicacy.
Aphelion breaks just a little bit, shoulder shake. He turns back around, has the slippers.
You can taste its terror in each bite.
And that's a good thing?
It is delicious.
Okay.
Ugh.
He's sliding on the slippers, trying to reclaim really his dignity.
I had to give up mine for this. It's a fair game.
Man came in here with a guy with a trumpet and was like, you guys stop making it a show of things. And it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you say?
I really do appreciate you coming. We have a happy salad, not to be confused with a sad salad, and this cool thing that Gilfrith calls a sorbet. I cut up the fruit for it myself, but yeah, look at it.
Why does the end of that name end with a T?
Sorbet?
Why?
Question.
It's,
Go ahead.
I believe, a chef called French hates teas. They must always be silent, unless they're two.
Yeah, that does sound like some fable shit, huh? Fable shit, chef. Anyways, sit, make yourself at home.
If he hates teas, why not just not have a tea at all?
But then would he need an accent on the E? Lulen, would he need an accent on the E then? To have the E,
I'd rather have an accent on the E than a letter that don't make a noise.
Well, it sounds like it's a word of Elvish origin translated into Umbral, or used colloquially in Umbral. So you'd really have to go back and look at the etymology of where it came from.
Etymology? What's that?
The study of where words come from, like their origins.
Oh, shit, my nose is bleeding.
Oh,
No.
That's too much smart talk. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
Sorry for that tangent.
never be sorry for the tangent.
No.
No, I think it's even funnier. How out of depth does my man look?
Both of our mans.
Oh, yeah. Our men.
Frith has sat down and, isn't moving, almost like the prince is maybe some predator that cannot see him if he does not move.
Spank, you should meet Gilfrith.
Gilfrith kind of nods his head without thinking about it.
This is his abode, his house rules. We all bow under his reign in this house. Though I think he's whipped by Rhea, so
Strand face palms.
Why would you say
Why
that?
would you say that?
What, Gilfrith? Did you say something?
You bought the house. Why would you say that?
Well, we bought the house
For you and Mary and Rhea and Strand and Lulen. but you're the homemaker.
He will kind of robotically almost say, yes, I am their manservant.
No!
No.
No!
No.
No.
Oh.
Brent
the
kind
horror.
of nods.
Aphelion,
Don't
like,
nod at that.
Aphelion smacks his hand very gently. Like, no. Like,
Who's?
the princes. Who do you think Aphelion is sitting next to?
What?
Don't agree with that. He's not the manservant. He's the homemaker. That means it's his house, his rules. Quote unquote his house. But, you know, whatever.
No, quote unquote.
It'll get his house. Okay, yeah, I can say his house then?
Yes.
Okay, great. He was literally telling Lulen off for having me hide gold coins around everywhere. It's his house.
Why would you give him an allowance?
No, they're like, how does Lulen phrase it?
I said it was community housing funds.
It's like we're paying rent.
Right, Gilfrith's our landlord.
Yeah!
Mhm.
Gilfrith kind of balks. I am not Twyla.
No.
No.
Yeah, you're way better.
Way better landlord.
So let's just put a really big spoonful of sorbet in his mouth so he has an excuse not to talk to me anymore.
Oh, well, okay, Gilfrith's eating, so, like, do I need to serve you? You good? Your plate's full already.
Here comes the airplane. No.
Are you saying that in character?
No.
Oh, damn.
An airplane.
What's an airplane? Oh, shit, you're right.
Yeah. We've already added blenders into the canon. We can't have airplanes too.
Here comes the dragon.
Here
Yeah.
comes. Here comes the. I don't know. Never mind. Can't do it.
He doesn't pick up even his utensils. He'll look down at it and then like towards Aphelion, and he's his eyes kind of narrow as he's watching Gilfrith as well.
Oh, you need someone to poison test the food for you? Oh. If we wanted to poison you, like, Spank, there's way easier ways to do it. Do you need me to take a bite out of your food
Dragged you all the way back to Corremel to do it, that's for sure.
with your fork? Lulen.
What?
No, Aphelion, I do not require that. Even if you tried to
Okay.
poison me, I am doubtful that it would kill me.
Okay, then why aren't you eating? Blink, blink, blink. That's very rude. You're a house guest.
I just do not understand why
Blink, blink, blink.
food was. You asked me to deliver the dogs, and I did. They are outside with
Oh, you-
handlers,
Oh, lovely.
but
Why
this?
Why wouldn't? What?
Why this?
Blink, blink, blink. Looks at Lulen and Strand for help.
We are going to be working together. It's best that we get to know each other on a more casual level than compared to what we were at court. We will be traveling together and would most likely be more close than this. This is a kindness to get you used to it.
Never been to a social gathering? Like a regular one before?
I do not frequent subjects' houses. No, I do not.
Well,
So this is pretty foreign to you, yeah?
You could say that.
Well, I'm just saying, now you have some idea of how we felt when we went to court with you, right? That was a very normal kind of situation for you, right? That dinner?
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
yeah, that was wild.
It was wild for us, strange for us.
Oh my god, it was so embarrassing when you brought me up to the front table.
It was funny.
It was funny.
There we go.
I prefer being outside. I prefer going hunting.
Do we have a picnic table? I asked Gilfrith.
Rhea will chime in, do you want one?
I mean, eventually, if he prefers to be outside.
Yeah, we can take a meal outside.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe just a picnic blanket, right? And then we could take it with us when we're traveling, and we can have meals on the picnic blanket.
You need a blanket to sit down on the ground.
No,
You
it's-
need
that's the
shoes to
step
walk around in a
inside.
house?
As Lula and Strand say fucking in sync.
Oh my god! All hail!
It is different.
No, it's not.
Is it?
It's not
It's
different.
not different at all.
It's not different.
Your house is half dirty, half clean. The dirt is not meant to be in here.
Hey, whoa, that is incredibly rude to say right in front of your host.
I did not the first time, but you have made it
Rude
come
given
back.
we saw the underside of your mattress, but
What was on the other side of his mattress? Oh, the blood!
so much blood. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that again. I'm shit. Aphelion puts the sorbet in his mouth.
Mary is giving you guys all very weird looks. Like, is that what happens when you have sex?
I'll let you guys take this one.
no, it shouldn't.
No, Mary, if there's ever blood during sex,
So you did a bad job?
no. This is backfiring on me too.
Like, Mary is, like, her face is quite twisted up. Like, it's, like, there's some disgust.
No, Mary, we did not have sex. No, I was
Not ever?
not
I was
ever.
beheaded.
No, I was not in control of myself.
With lust.
No.
I nod at Mary.
No. So the first time Svank and I were in the room alone, Svank gave us memory wine that made us really, really mad at each other, and that's how I got the scar, right? So some blood is mine from that. But then the second time, I was possessed, and I was literally not in control of myself, Mary. And I was not very kind. And Svank had every right to defend himself, and he did. So now there was more of my blood. Unfortunately, there was also some of his blood. It did not look good.
Can I eat upstairs?
No.
Just, she, like,
Lulen's pinching her temples.
That was a joke. No, I'm sorry, Mary. That was a joke.
she
That was a
glares
joke.
at you and then, like, looks at Lulen.
Of course you can,
I would never make that choice for you. I'm so sorry, Mary. Sorry.
but don't feel like you have to go upstairs because them two have a weird dynamic. This is your house.
Aphelion,
Yeah. Yes, Mary.
can I tell you something?
Of course.
No, I'm going to. I'm not asking.
Yeah. Tell me.
The queen was just worried about you because his lovers tend to die. So don't. He keeps them locked up after he's done with them. So don't. She'll leave the table.
Bombastic side eye to Spain.
Well, Svang, do I need to give you a motherly lecture at this moment in time? No, I think if you locked me up, I would immediately be possessed by a star. And then your death at that point may or may not be permanent. And, like, that's not even a threat. Like,
I held my tongue in front of your ward, but we are not lovers.
I know we're not. I told her we're not. God.
You need to tell her again, clearly.
You need to stop acting. You need to... can't have this argument with you right now.
Clearly coming to this dinner was a mistake. As it is
No,
confusing
no.
those around you again.
We're confused all the time. Nothing's changed.
It wasn't a mistake. Did you like the sorbet? Again, I made it myself, and I'm going to be, like, really upset if you don't try it at least once. And by I made it myself, I mean I cut the fruit and Gilfrith blended it.
Telsay,
Was that a deception check?
it was delicious. I'm leaving. And we'll get up from the table and sit that out.
Oh, let me see you out. Like, let me hold the door open for you. Like, yeah, all these things. Do the things.
Take care of the dogs.
Of course.
He picks up his shoes without putting them on, and we'll head out.
No, when would you like them back?
Give me my slippers back.
Yeah, Lily needs her slippers, sir.
He's gonna walk out the door
Sorry.
with his slippers on.
No, Spank, come on.
He does not answer you.
Spank, wait.
You're following him outside.
Yeah, closes the door behind him and everything.
Charn guide you.
Thanks.
Have a bardic.
What, Aphelion?
I'm sorry. I did not want to make you feel unwelcome. I, in fact, wanted to make you feel the opposite. I wanted to show you that, like, normal people act like this and have normal conversations, and that you don't need to be concerned politically, socially, or whatever. I'm sorry that we make fun of you a lot.
You speak to me as if I am a child. You allow your child to speak to me however it wishes.
Once again, she is more powerful than you, honestly. I don't know how to describe that child, Swank.
You invited me here to embarrass me after what happened between us, which was a favor for you, if I'm allowed to speak for myself.
Yes, of course you're allowed to speak for yourself.
Oh, do you have another candle?
No, I don't have another candle. God, I don't want another candle like that. I'm sorry I took your words. I did not want to take your words. You just weren't letting me speak. I guess that wasn't what this conversation was about. I'm sorry if it feels like we're embarrassing you, because you know what, we were. Do you want to know why? I'll tell you why if you'd like.
I care as to why. I would prefer if you would simply speak to me professionally, as you were supposed to. I'm contractually obligated to accompany you. I have no need for appearing for dinner, lunch, perhaps a spot of tea.
We don't do tea right now. Trust me.
I brought the dogs because apparently you need them for your house, and I do not wish for you to lose it or to get killed because you're trying to steal things, and I'm not there to help you steal from me.
Oh?
So I brought you the dogs.
I was gonna steal them back
I
from
don't
you.
care anymore. I can steal them back myself.
No, but
Or really, I can just have your silly bartender killed for it. Simple as that.
Oh, I think okay. Back to the whole Mary is like way stronger than you. I can say things kind of freely if no one's like eavesdropping on this conversation.
It is out.
Strand closes the curtains.
I'm saying if we were eavesdropping in this conversation, things would be going a lot differently right now.
Comment
much differently.
Yeah.
But she quite likes the bartenders. That's not. Me. Try this again. I'm very sorry that we embarrassed you when you came over to our house after we invited you, and then we made fun of you. I can say, oh hey, that's how we show our love. You're part of the group because we can make fun of you like they make fun of me all the time. But you know, it doesn't. You're clearly hurt by it, and I am truly sorry. You would like to be more professional? To be fair to me on that comment, at least, was that I may have not acted the most professional in front of you, but it was at least like coworker level, and I did not make the next step forward in that. So
you have your word. You were successful. I wouldn't have protected you to be. I made that clear.
Can you say that again? I did not process that or understand that. What do you mean?
I didn't think we'd get Mary back.
Oh, okay.
And notice we have Mary back.
Yeah. Okay.
So a kind of apology is in order.
Oh, because you didn't believe in us?
Something like that.
Okay. Do you want to shake on it and call it even?
I am not done.
Oh, okay. I'm sitting here. I'm listening.
Me too. No. No. No.
I did not have a chance to explain. From your reaction, perhaps a kiss means more to you than it did to me in that moment.
We're talking. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm just like really scared of.
It meant nothing to me. It would be inconvenient if you were to die as a connection to the stars. And
I was going to tell you that I was really, really scared of myself, but I can not. That's okay.
A winter's kiss is a symbol. Terrestrial was not able to hurt you after I declare you as an object of my affections.
It's me too.
Aphelion's face does go through the like, maybe he should kiss everyone. No.
Therefore, I decided when I had no other power in the situation to bestow it upon you.
Oh my god, I am so sorry for taking power away from you in that situation. Though I want you to know you were also taking power away from me in this situation because you wouldn't listen to me.
I understand that you know that the queen is dangerous.
Yeah.
I am confident that you still cannot comprehend exactly how much. It is unfathomable.
Well, I've got something unfathomable in my head. So I don't think I know what fear truly is, or what it's normal to be scared of. You know, the scariest thing at court was you kissing me. Like, really, that was the scariest thing at court.
It shouldn't have been.
It shouldn't have been is the right answer.
I should have left you to your own devices. Well, you can clearly handle yourself. You have your ward back to prove for that. So
So,
I am not needed here.
would you
I am returning.
wait? Give me 3 seconds.
We need to end the session.
Aphelion is going to go and run into the house and like misty step however many times he needs to get to his room as quickly as possible, and then misty step out.
You can only do that twice.
I have 5 actually.
Oh,
Thank you.
never mind.
It's a racial feature according to how much my charisma bonus is. And in Aphelion's hand is the romance novel, and I'm going to hand it to him. This book confused me a whole fucking lot, okay? And I need you to read it.
What? He's giving you a very strange look, like blinking so that he can try and process it as he looks at it. Flips it over. I think he's looking it over in a library or something.
I need you to read it.
Okay. He seems to almost only agreeing to it without any fight because he's so dang confused.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for the apology. I apologize as well. Milan gives him a kiss on the cheek, and Misty steps back in the house. Thank you.
I guess that's where we'll end our session then, with you heading back inside. You kissed him on the cheek?
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
we're gonna stop this recording.
Mixed messages.
Stop the
Mixed messages.